My name is Tiffany Brown, and I'm a manager in the Rochester SBA. On August 10th, my dad was diagnosed with lung cancer that had metastasized to his brain, and they ended up finding 20 tumors in his brain and 2 on his lungs. Unfortunately, by the time you show symptoms with this cancer, it's too late. There's really nothing they can do about it. I was just in complete shock. For the first time in my life, probably, I was absolutely speechless. I didn't really know how to feel, what to think, just felt completely helpless. When I told people that my dad was sick, the amount of support I received was incredible. I wasn't sure how people were going to take it, but almost immediately people were just really, really sorry for what we were going through, and I was allowed to take any time I wanted. So I found out I was pregnant 2 weeks before we lost my dad. It sank in that, Dad probably was not going to be around long enough to ever meet this baby, and it just, you're not supposed to lose your parents before you're done building your own family, and it really hit me hard. Naturally had a lot of trouble, feeling connected to this pregnancy with everything going on. The grief doesn't really go away. You just kind of learn to deal with it and live with it and build your life around it. And I was starting to actually feel connected to the pregnancy, getting really excited, like, okay, we're gonna have another baby girl. And that's when we went to our 20-week ultrasound and found out that, she was measuring small. The amniotic fluid was way too low for her to survive. A couple days later, we're referred to the high-risk specialist at that office. And within 5 minutes of meeting him, after we did the ultrasound, he essentially told us that there was nothing we could do. He didn't know what was wrong, but that we could essentially wait for her to pass on her own, or we could just terminate now and get it over with. I asked for a second opinion because don't terminate my baby if you have no idea what's wrong. April 8th, 9:30 in the morning, we ended up delivering Isabella, and she was having a little trouble breathing at first, but within a couple hours, they extubated her, took the breathing tube out, and she was doing perfectly fine on her own. I don't know if I can put into words how supported I was throughout all of this. I never once had to worry about someone being upset because I wasn't around. I think it's just a privilege to know that when something goes wrong, I knew that I would be fully supported in whatever I decided to do. I think for me, the biggest moment was probably when I went in and told Steve that we were getting induced, it was time, and without missing a beat, he immediately asked if she was okay. Is the baby okay? Are you okay? When I first went to my managers or partners to tell them what was going on and that I needed time off, not once was I asked what my schedule looked like, what I was in the middle of, what was on my plate. I was immediately asked if I was okay. It was just very apparent in all of those moments that myself as a person was what the priority was. I was important. My life was important. This year's theme, The Catalyst for Greatness, represents a change that our firm can be making in the industry. Why not be the firm that's making that change and setting the standard that, our team members are important beyond their talents as accountants. Let's let people know that they're important.